Morning guys, it looks really bright from this side of things because it's been snowing outside. Not foot deep or anything like that, but it's a nice little bit of coating. There we go, there's the back garden. The door is closed, by the way, firmly, because it's quite cold outside. But it looks quite pretty, doesn't it? I'm going to see if Teaser wants to go out in a second. See if he wants to have a little paddle in the snowflakes. He's having a go, leaving his little paw prints. That's him. Ah, cute. He's off. See him venture down there. It's just starting to snow again, actually. Oh, no, he's back. What is it, Teaser? Is it snow? Coming back. I suppose it's the kind of benefits you get when you're in the UK because Vivaldi was so right, you do get the 4 seasons really. So you get the spring, you get the summer, you get the autumn, and you get the winter as well. Actually, this is the first heaviest snowfall we've had in quite a while. This is quite nice. I could do with this, and then by midday it's probably gone. It's cute anyway, isn't it?
Hours later.
Hello, bit of a midge-modge vlog this really because we just like covering everything. I'm just about to do some pizzas. Yes, it's carb day, it returns. So I'm going to be doing some homemade pizzas with homemade flour, not homemade flour, but you know what I mean, but homemade dough. And we're going to decorate and make sure we've got plenty of ingredients on top of our pizzas. So I'm going to be using a mixture of flour, is it plain flour? Organic, organic strong white flour. And then we got some olive oil in there and some quick yeast, some quick acting yeast. I'm gonna mix it all together, bind it all in kind of like a, it's not like a pizza dough because I'm using olive oil, but it's like a ciabatta mix type thing. So, but it's great, it makes great pizzas every time. I'm gonna let it rise as well. I'm gonna pummel it and then let it rise again. And it just makes the best pizza dough.
Hi. We bought something.
Oh my gosh, come here.
It's not actually in there now because it just fell out.
It's on the floor. The Big City Orchestra. And this is hits from the 20s. So we've got The Man I Love, Gershwin. Swonderful you are. That's why the lady is a tramp. That's from Rodgers and Hart. Make Believe from Hammerstein. Fascinating Rhythm. More Than You. Where or When. Look for the Silver Lining. Wow, good stuff. Although it's big hits from the 20s. 1976.
Yeah. Anyway, there it is.
There we go.
You can put
Thank you.
Yeah, I just saw it and I don't know.
Why not?
Why not? It was £1.50.
Why not? There we go.
Seems like fun.
I'm waiting for my dough to rise at the moment, so I've pummeled the life out of it. I'm just waiting for it to expand to twice its size. I'm going to pummel it again and let it rise again. Well, I've done one lot of pizza dough already to go with 2 pizza dishes, but we've got 4 pizza dishes here. So, Holly would like to make some dough. Cue Holly.
Do that really buskin.
Cue Holly.
Sorry, that was
Cue Holly.
Yeah.
Cue Holly.
Hi. It's really weird.
So I'm going to direct Holly and tell her exactly what to do. Here we go. Flour in the bowl. Flour in the bowl.
How much?
Just put it all in. Just
All of it?
empty it all in. It's half of what I've used. Don't analyse, just do it. Pretend I am Gordon Ramsay. Flour. Flour. Bowl. Get it in the f***ing bowl.
I'm gonna beat that out.
Get the f***ing yeast. You can't tear it, can you? Because there's no tear bits. I'll get some scissors. Yeast. Bowl. 200 millilitres of warm water. Why do we do warm water?
It's sticky.
No, it activates the yeast.
Oh wow.
Yes. Go
You
on,
can
do
tell
it.
I didn't pay attention to food.
Do it.
3, 2, 1, eat. Yeast. Oh, by the way, excuse my Christmas jumper, it was snowing this morning.
It's a snowflake jumper.
It's not a Christmas jumper, it's a snowflake
jumper. A couple of grinds of salt in there, enough for what you deem to be a teaspoon. A couple of glugs of olive oil. Glug, 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 glug. Okay? See how to do this.
Glug.
No, no, no. Glug, glug, glug.
Glug.
No, that's the dash. Glug, glug. There we go. Lovely.
Okay.
Fork the mixture.
I like smelling flour and dough.
Knead that dough. Really knead it in. That's it. Don't make too much floury mess. But really knead that dough.
This is the fun part.
Oh no, I have the funnier part.
You're not gonna
Not funnier,
spell.
not funnier, but funnest. Most fun part. Harder, heavier, more intense. That's it, punch it.
Pretend it's someone I really don't
going.
like.
Keep going.
You know who you are. Actually, yeah,
Hang on, it's me.
there's a lot of people that I don't like.
Bring it over, bring it over.
Oh my god, it looks...
Push it to it, push it to it.
Can you push my glasses back off my head? Don't touch the lenses. Ow! Abuse. Can I punch it?
When have you ever had a bad loaf of bread from me, Holly?
Never. But I can't say you make loaves of bread that often.
But when I do,
They're good, yeah.
they're great. And these are the best ones because all the ingredients are fantastic.
Well, you used to run a pizza place then.
I did. In a previous life, I used to run Franck's, a pizza parlour. But also, I was taught how to make bread from my granddad. Not make bread from my granddad, I make bread from flour.
Or make bread for your granddad.
Well, my granddad taught me how to make bread, basically.
And you haven't stopped making bread since.
No.
You're always making a lot of dough.
I wish it was the other. Liberally spread that in there, around the side, so it doesn't stick to the side. Keeps it nice and moist. And then we're going to leave that in the bowl, in a ball, for around about, looks like a creature from the Black Lagoon, doesn't it?
What's that?
Film.
Oh.
Better. Creature from the Black
It
Lagoon.
looks like a brain.
Okay, so I'm going to put that in there and then cover it and leave it for 35 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to come back to it and it'll have doubled, possibly tripled in size. Come here.
I think it was like 1870s. Oh.
You ready?
Oh my god!
Isn't that great?
Ew!
So light and fluffy. Okay, so I'll knock it down. That's the original size. That's what it used to be.
I wanna...
Yeah. Oh, smell that, Holly. Oh, smell that. Oh, that's gorgeous. So, we're going to put that back in there. Now, I've just bashed a load of holes in it. Like that.
I wanna do a hole.
Oh, there we go. Right, can you bring your other one in and we'll
Yeah.
put them side by side? Window. Right, okay.
I can't really see because yeah.
Side by side, on the window, next to the radiator. Probably just put a little bit of that over there so the heat rises into there.
Nice.
Perfect.
Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's had a nice week. We've had an okay week. It's been one of those weeks where, you know, when nothing much happens and it's been kind of wet. I don't mind getting out and about no matter what the weather, but it's just been a bit like, it's been a long week, I think. Do you know what I think it is? We've been really, really good with our eating, like to the point where, you know, you're like, it's a really cold, snowy night, let's have carbolicious meal and tuck into something delicious. Although we have had delicious food, don't get me wrong, I don't make horrible things. In fact, the other night, was it last night actually, I did aubergine. I just sort of made it up. It was aubergine with sliced tomato on. Doesn't sound that good, but it was delish. Cooked it quite thoroughly, and then I did some creamy garlic mushrooms and poured that over the top. It was absolutely gorgeous, but I was so tired. Even the weather just makes me really tired. I was so tempted to just go to the chip shop or just put some chips in, because Ben was having chips. He had chips and gammon and egg. Chris had gammon, the mushrooms and the aubergine, and me and Holly had, I don't know if you ever had them, the mozzarella, I think the Linda McCartney's mozzarella veggie burger things, but they'd stuck to the foil. I'd kind of like ruined everything, apart from that these aubergines were absolutely stunning. But you know, you're just tired and you can't bother to cook, but in the end I was really grateful I did. So tonight, it's Friday, woo! And look, it's still light outside. I love it when when it's like dusky light, you know, like in spring and autumn. I love that. And it's 6:05, so happy Friday, everybody. It's been a long time coming, this glass of wine. We've been really good. We don't normally drink Monday to Thursday, but on a weekend we do drink. And again, we've been really good. We haven't had any alcohol. We've eaten really healthy. But again, just the week itself just kind of dragged. I don't know why. So yeah, so we're having a nice night tonight. We're having homemade pizzas, as you've seen Chris already making them. I'm going to chop the veggies now, the pepper and the onion. I just bought some new, I've never actually had any of these pizza trays. We normally just put them on like a baking tray if we're making our own. So, but I bought 4 of them so we can all have, we'd have to make them right to the end. I wonder once you make that, you know, I'll get you topping on. See, I like them quite thin, my base, so we'll see. So we'll make 4 of those different toppings. I've got some chicken, mushroom, I've got pepperoni. So I'm just watching the little birds feeding off my bird feeder. I don't know if you can see, you can probably just see me in the reflection of the window. I've got a little bird feeder out there, little nuts and seeds in. I just love watching birds, and they've just been eating their tea. It's Friday night for them as well. I've got nuts in there. So yeah, I'm gonna do different toppings. We've got pepperoni, we've got red onion and goat's cheese for another one. And I've got some tomatoes, I might do sweet cheese and tomato, so we can have a variety. I think we have a bit of a games night actually. We bought a game from the charity shop a couple of weeks ago, a Pac-Man game. So if any of you have donated it, thank you, we've got it. We thought it'd just be fun to have a go of, and then we'll take it around to my sisters and sure the boys will enjoy having a go at that. We'll all have a little game. It's fun. I've never seen Pac-Man on a board game before. It just looked intriguing. So we'll have a little game of that, maybe a little game of Uno, and just chill out, watch Coronation Street. Just staying in on a Friday night for a change. It's lovely. Just have a bath. So if you're wondering why I'm looking fresh as a daisy, it's because I've just got out of the bath, absolutely boiling. I've got my onesie on and a vest top. I'm hot. So I'm gonna chop this food and just relax. Chris is finishing his work. Holly's in the bath. Ben's playing Fortnite. And I'm gonna sip my wine and chop some onion.
Are you ready? Here we go. This has been rising. Oh my gosh, look at look like pies.
You know what that looks like, Chris?
Go on.
Mine and yours tummy on Christmas Day. There's yours.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think that can be yours.
That's definitely mine with this hanging over.
I want this tummy, even though it's bigger.
That's so funny. Oh, honestly. Right, let's get these bad boys
dropping now.
on there. I know. That looks like mine after I've lost weight.
That's Boxing Day morning. Right.
Let's pop that onto the top. I need to just dust it down.
Ben and Dad, we've got the boys at the ball of dough. Oh, Ben's just washing his hands now, he's already touched the dough. Fine. You don't know where Dad's hands have been.
I've just washed them.
Keep
This house smells lovely.
It'll smell even better.
It's raw onion, raw pepper, and raw goat's cheese. Goat's cheese gorgeous. There's a bit more in the fridge, but I'm keeping it for like a bit of nice
And my onesie.
rye bread.
My onesie.
I need to dust these down.
My onesie.
Flour.
Look, and I don't even need slippers because just buy an oversized onesie and your feet are covered. That's a waste of money, Mum.
I've just washed these slippers actually. You know,
Don't need to wash my slippers because they're non-existent. Of my fingers.
Just them down. Right, so I need to split this into four equal parts.
It's going to be quite a lot now. It's going to be a deep pan.
Yeah, 4 pieces for 4 people.
One,
Sure, Ben. 1, 2,
two.
3, 4 people. We haven't actually spread them out yet on the pans, so we don't know how well they're going to stretch, do we?
No.
Just make them all equal.
Holly has spoken.
Make them all equal!
My base on. I'm working my way around.
Well, this is Ben's crust, everybody.
That's cool, isn't it?
He's made like a sunflower design.
It kind of looks a little bit like a great big dinosaur.
A sun!
Yeah.
I
A
made
sundial!
it.
You know the sundial?
I made it in a way so that it's like stuffed crust when it's heated up because maybe
Is
and
a
the
stuffed
tomato
crust
sauce,
without
maybe
the stuffing?
When it's heated will go up because it's
That's
thinking
really
that that's
nice,
part of the
that.
crust and it's actually going up.
You watch Ben will be a chef when he's older and he's gonna be like selling these for like
No.
£100 for pizza.
We've all started.
Yeah.
Raising the crust. That could be a shop.
Raising the crust.
Raising the crust.
Okay,
How you getting on?
that's mine. Maybe a little bit more
So what's everyone's
base.
crust?
You like base?
That's my crust.
well,
I've
so
tried to
Holly.
make a little mini one.
There's Dad's, there's Mum's,
Right.
here's mine.
Yeah.
Thank
nice.
you. Sit double one.
Right, the thing is, I'm going to do it the way that I used to do it at the pizza place. Okay. So you put your mozzarella on first, and then all your toppings together. Okay. And then finally the chicken, and then that's it. It's me done. Oh, off to
Is
my
it?
herbs.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if chicken is exposed, it gets to cook quicker.
Oregano.
Oregano.
There's some basil in there, so we've actually got some fresh basil.
Yeah.
Fresh off it. And those tomatoes are going to slice.
No.
No, it's fine.
Right, so I think we've all finished our pizza design.
But it's looking like a pie at the moment.
Pizza pie. There's Holly's. Me and Holly have done half and half. We've done goat
We're the
cheese.
big pizza pie. Sorry, I know where I heard that from somewhere.
We've got half and half. So
Is
there's
it pizza pie or
Dad's
piece of pie?
pizza pie, probably. I've got half goat cheese and half miscellaneous.
Yeah, I've got goat cheese and half.
I need to fix it
Ben's
though.
got. Ben looks very organised. Yours is
I need to fix my.
funky dough. No, it's not because it's gonna do its own thing in the oven anyway.
Yeah, but I need to make it ripped.
And then you've got.
Because if it's
pepperoni
not,
and
it's not
chicken.
going to turn out good. I need to. Look.
Dedication.
Like this, look, it's too wide, so I need to break it up. And now look at it. Same size as all the others. I'm going to mismatch this one as well.
Hold on. Right, so we're going to put these in the oven. And we'll show you how they turn out. Why is it on the day you get a new sponge out, this happens? I mean, obviously it needs washing, but I'm going to blame Chris. It does tend to happen. Like, every time I get a new sponge out, there's like some kind of cooking mess. These are expensive sponges, these. £2 a pack of two. It's like £1 a sponge.
Ben's first reaction to his pizza.
That turned out good. Oh my gosh, that turned out great.
Oh my god, these pizzas are huge.
That turned out great.
We under or overestimated the pizza pan sizes. I don't know.
We underestimated.
You guys were all talking about, oh, this and this. You're going to really want it, aren't you? Look at
Looks good, Ben.
it. Look
We
at
might have
that.
to have it for dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, because there's too much there.
Too much.
Ben just eats all day.
Look at this. No, I don't.
It's hot. That's perfect because you can actually slice in between where you've done the crust thing. No. I could do
That
that.
turned out so good. Looks like this looks like something from Domino's.
No, it doesn't. It looks better than Domino's. It looks like a pizzeria in Italy.
No, it doesn't.
Domino's. This is so much better.
Look, that looks like.
They're massive pizzas.
Oh my gosh, that literally tastes like Domino's.
Tastes better than
I
Domino's.
don't need Bombay potatoes tomorrow, guys.
These are ours going.
Oh.
This is mine, which is the pizza you saw me preparing earlier on. Got a little bit of rocket on top there, Parmesan cheese, little drizzle of chili oil as well. And I can't wait to tuck into this bad boy. Look at that. And there's Holly's. Is it good? Fabulous. And Mum's it's there.
I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, you did. In a happy place.
Really nice.
We're ready to watch Coronation Street. It's on in the background. I mean, how rockin' you get. Pizza, homemade, and Caro, the cobbles on a Friday night. Anyway, we're gonna go and eat this and we'll catch you in a bit.
The next day.
Greetings, gonna do a Bombay potato dish for you now. I've been kind of trial and error with this recipe for many years, but I think I've got it perfected. So I've got some all-rounder potatoes for this one. I've got one large onion, look at the size of that one, that is huge. Okay, I've got a garam masala mix there, and I've also got paprika, I've got some coriander, fenugreek, my favourites. I've also got hidden in there some cumin and also turmeric as well. And we're going to use the turmeric to begin with the potatoes. Just going to wash these potatoes, just a little bit of rough washing on there. I'm going to leave the skin on these Bombay potatoes because I really do think it holds in a flavour. It's also good for you as well with those skins on. As you can tell, all I've done is I've just quartered them down, well, halved them first and then quartered them down, so every single potato has got into eighths. So I'm going to put these in the pan right now. Got my potatoes in the pan, I'm about to put some water in them, but first I'm going to do this trick. So I'm going to put the turmeric in here, okay, and then as it boils, the potatoes will take on a lovely golden colour and a tiny bit of the flavour of the turmeric. Just watch. So there they are in the pan, and just put some boiling water on there. Going to bring that up to a simmer and just kind of like parboil those for around about 10 minutes or so, just so that they're nice and half tender, because we're going to put these babies onto this tray, which I've liberally sprayed with oil so it won't stick to the foil. Shiny side up as well when you do your foil, by the way, just a little tip for you, because it reflects the heat. So the Bombay potatoes will go into here, and we're going to do them in the oven, a bit like roast potatoes, and they'll just take on a very unique flavour of their own. So while the potatoes are taking on that colour and also that heat, just going to pop that lid back on. Inside here with the oil, I've got the paprika, I've also got the fenugreek, we've got the coriander, the cumin, and the garam masala. I've also got the, I always can never say garam masala. Garam masala, that's the one. Because obviously inside there we've got the coriander seeds, we've got the cumin seeds, we've got ginger, fennel, black peppercorns, caraway seeds, cinnamon, cardamom and nutmeg. So everything's contained within the garam masala, which is in there, along with just a teaspoon of salt. So that's those spices that I'll bring up into the heat. In the meantime, I'm going to crack on with the onion. I found this quite interesting. This is almost like a Doctor Who onion, because it's got two hearts. As you can see, two lovely hearts streaming each way. That must be lucky. As you can tell, I've gone for the traditional slicing of the onions. I like my onions big when I'm doing Bombay potatoes. I like my mouth to get stuck into some different textures rather than dicing them into oblivion. I thought they were nice and really long Bombay potato onions. And you'll see with the finished product of the dish that it really does make that difference. A nice big pan for the frying off of the wonderful spices and the spice mix we've got in there, as we just have that. It's quite a deep wok that I'm actually using, just so that it will be able to contain all those potatoes. I can generously toss all this wonderful mixture around those potatoes, ready for it to go into the oven. That's well and truly frothing up now, and the smell that is coming from there is absolutely gorgeous. So I think it's time for the onions to go in. I've turned the heat down a little bit, as I don't want that spice mix to burn. So just adding these lovely onions now into this mix, and then we'll toss the potatoes into it and then pop them in the oven. Actually put a little bit of that starchy turmeric water, as you can tell that the potatoes now really taking on that colour. So in here I've just put a little bit of that water in there just to steam the onions off, so I can sweat them down even further, and then I'm going to add the potatoes to this mixture. The smell is absolutely gorgeous coming from here. I'm going to have to put on the fan because it's just going to smell the kitchen out a little bit. But you know, as these sweat down, the sweetness of these onions will really kick through and add to the flavour of the potatoes when they're cooking in the oven. I've already got the oven, which is on at the moment, being brought up to a heat, but you can tell these onions are really nicely sweating down now. Time for these potatoes to go in, so I'm just going to pour these in. As you can tell, they've taken on this fantastic colour. Likewise, the sink has taken on the fantastic colour as well. So there might have to be a little bit of bleaching going off in this sink, just to keep my wife happy. Just going to take a little bit of time to make sure that all these potatoes are coated in this lovely onion base we've got with all this spice mix. So just leave me to it for a second or two, and I'll show you the finished product. So we go with some chuffed up potatoes. They've been chuffed up because they're nice and fluffy now. I'm going to transfer these now to the tray, which is over here, and yet again we'll see this finished result. And there they are, all glistening on the tray, ready to go into the oven, and these will hopefully nicely brown off and really crispen off in the oven, almost like proper roast potatoes, but proper roast Bombay potatoes. By the way, you know the sink that was yellow? It's looking all white. Oh, white! Forget it. Look at them. Wow. I mean, that is my Bombay potatoes. Or technically, according to my daughter, Mumbai potatoes.
Does the name change?
Anyway, so those are the potatoes. Sister-in-law is doing a chicken curry. She's not vlogging it at all, but we'll just partake in eating it. But I think this will make a really nice accompaniment. Or just by itself. Enjoy.